July is a very special month for this country. We celebrate our independence and reflect and rejoice on our freedoms. It's also very special for me because it's the month of my birth, and I have several stories and events that reflect the strength of the human spirit that I'd like to share. I'm here at the Goddess Garden, which is a healing sanctuary dedicated to the divine feminine, and I felt it was a perfect fit for this summer edition of AIB Metro. Thank you, Ken. Closing out our show, we have two events to share with you. The first, Sights and Sounds from the Atlanta Jazz Festival. April Whiteside will take us there. We hope you have enjoyed yourselves on this special edition of AIB Metro. I'm Lindsay Harper in for Audrey Galix. We look forward to seeing you next time. It's day 2 at the ASHE conference, and we have learned some amazing information, and there is so much more to be heard. African American and Hispanic children are 2 to 3 more times likely to require emergency care, hospitalization, and sadly 2 to 3 more times likely to die of asthma. And now, here comes the fun part. Stove making time. Almost like cooking in the kitchen, but not really because you don't want to eat this.
Don't want to eat this.
I'm Lindsay Harper for Green Going Forward. It's time for another great episode of Praise Central. So turn up the volume and get ready because the party starts in 3, 2, 1. What's up, everyone? I'm Lindsay Harper, and you have just tuned into Praise Central. We have an awesome show for you, so don't go away. She's been singing non-stop since the age of 6. She's performed at Madison Square Garden. She's appeared on Broadway in the Tony Award-winning musical The Lion King, as well as the feature film Joyful Noise with Queen Latifah, Dolly Parton, and Keke Palmer. She is an accomplished actress, singer, and songwriter, and she's only 14 years old. The group has been nominated for several Dove Awards this year, including Pop Contemporary Song of the Year for the video you've just seen. You can catch more of your favorite artists right here on Praise Central. Tune in next time when we have more videos from Dove Award nominees, both past and present. I'm Lindsay Harper, and I look forward to seeing you next week, same time, same place, for the best in faith-based music. We've got the Heart of Hip Hop Ministry hosting the City Takers event. It is live, it is cool. We've got all kinds of music for you, so come on inside, it's time, come on. Today's artist profile, we introduce to you a young man who has defied the odds to emerge as a rising star on the gospel music scene. Coming up, we have more from Miss Antonia Lawrence, so don't go away. You definitely want to see this. So as an independent artist, how do you get your music out there? Because it's a totally different ballgame being independent. So I know you use social media, right? Well, tell me a little bit about your schooling, because as I understand, you were a double major in psychology, but you're also a singer and a songwriter and a vocal coach. How do all those things go together to bring us who you are today?
They don't.
I really enjoyed you guys' music, even though I couldn't understand what you were saying. Like the vibe, the tracks, the music, the production is very inspiring. It's uplifting. What you were saying, and I really enjoyed your style of music. For the people who may not be familiar with you and your music, would you please tell us a little bit about who you are and where you're coming from? If there is one thing you would want your audience to know about you or your music, what do you think it would be? For more information, check out sdiworld.org. Back to you, Audrey. One of the most important factors of this study was that it focused on the views of millennials, young people aged 18 to 29 years old, according to Emory University law professor Abdullah Ahmed Al-Naim. Professor Al-Naim is spreading this message. According to the AJC, and 60 years later, the Flat Rock community in DeKalb County has finally awarded 8 African American men and women in their 70s, 80s, and 90s their diplomas. According to CNN.com, the legislation calls for recruiting and retaining healthcare professionals and the creation of community support systems for Native Americans interested in the medical field. Today's Around Town with Hal Lamar has been brought to you by State Farm Insurance. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. The Greening Youth Foundation believes that it is absolutely vital that all children are exposed to nature and healthy choices and have access to policies and programming essential to the sustainability of our planet and the creation of its stewards. Please complete these lessons in the order presented in the menu. You can return to this menu at any time during your session by selecting the menu icon at the bottom of your screen. If you close a lesson before completing it, you will return to the lesson menu when you resume your training.